Is it the motivation or is it your dedication that brings you closer to your goals? Let's figure it out. Let me answer a few questions first. The first one, what exactly is motivation? Motivation is an inner desire to do anything, and that can be a thought. That is motivation. What is dedication? Dedication is putting action into the motivation. It's the extension of motivation. Motivation was not enough. You heard me right. Motivation is not enough. Motivation will never be enough. It's just a desire. Anyone can have it. Anyone can have it for a few days, for a few minutes, or few hours, or maybe for a few months and years. But that tells you he's not putting into action. He's just saying, I'm motivated, I'm motivated. When we put action into that motivation, when we put efforts in our goals, those efforts, those hard work turn into the dedication. And doing it over a long period of time, that gives you results. Now you must have been cleared with a basic ideology that how it's gonna work. Just saying things that I'll be doing this, that is not enough. I heard one famous personality saying that motivation is really cheap. Why is it cheap? It may get you started in your thought process. But what goes ahead is totally your dedication. Start doing things, start taking action over things that you want to do and that you want to achieve in your life. That's dedication. So, what really makes a person dedicated? A person is dedicated even if in his failures he's repeating the process, he's repeating those actions, rectified actions, he's improving, he's learning from his mistake, he's improvising. Motivation is what gets you started, and dedication is what keeps you going forward. It is a planned effort, it's a proper plan that how am I going to achieve my goals. That is a dedicated person. We have heard stories of people doing planning things and executing very well for many months, for weeks, for years, and then you see them on a stage. That's dedication. Take my example, no worries. I've recently started this YouTube channel. Now, it was my motivation, obviously. I was willing to do something new. If I'll be dedicated for next 6 months, 12 months, or maybe for next coming 5-10 years on this channel, 5-10 years is still a very long thing. I'm talking about first 6 months. That will require heavy dedication. Even now, when I get up in the morning at 4, it feels really hard. It feels really harsh sometimes. It does. Why it feels so? It is the mind that has been framed this way. It wants to go back into that old routine where I used to just wake up at 8 or 9 and start doing my job and then return for the time with myself at around 6 or 7 in the evening and then have some web series or a movie and then eat food and then sleep. I realized that's not life. That's completely worthless. So to start things, where do you need to start if you are doing nothing and if you are following the same routine and wasting time? First of all, just think of anything that you really love. For example, I love interacting with new people. I love making video content. Yes, you heard me right, and I'm gonna do it for next 6 months and I'm telling you. There can be n number of things that you could be interested in, but how to get started with that single thing? This universe is gonna stay with your decisions if you stick to your one goal at one time. You can take multiple things, but you can't have everything. So you need to sacrifice some of other things just to get that one thing that you really need to shoot up in your life. So start with the thing you love and just try making a plan. Try executing it. At the time you'll take the action, you'll feel like I am improvising. Now again I'll be giving you my example. After 2 months, take my that video and take my first few videos. You'll be noticing there will be a significant difference in the quality of my videos. And why is it so? Is it because it's some tactic? No, that isn't. It's just a person keeps improvising and improvising once he start doing the same things again and again. If you say you want to play cricket or football and you go to play cricket football every day, or you fix a routine that I'm gonna play 3 days a week and you're doing it for next 6 months or a year or some years, you'll observe that you are gonna be there from here. So that's the power of being dedicated to your goals. Motivation will end any day. It has ended for me at least. That I want to do this, I want to do this. I am willing to do things, but at the time you start taking action for it, you have to be sure that you have to follow that routine. And in order to follow that routine, you need to love the things that are being done to complete that thing. For example, I'm loving this part of recording videos, editing videos, and making content. I really don't want to make any cringe content and just opening Google and telling you the things. And you can even say there are other people who are doing the same thing. That's okay. That's completely fine. But they are doing things that they love. You have to do things that you love. And at times you will be feeling very tired of what you are doing. You are failing at it. You are not tasting that success. That sometimes become really hard mentally and physically as well. You feel like, what am I really doing? I should have been doing, or I can just watch a TV series or web series and just go there. But I request you don't do that. Once you get started and midway you are just trying to go back into the same things, after a few days you'll be noticing that you are completely back in your old worthless routine. Now what do I mean by worthless routine? That has no value to my life, that degrades my life, that degrades my personality. That is being worthless. And when you look into yourself in the mirror in the morning and at night, you'll feel really confident when you are dedicated towards something, when you are executing something. Even if I get no views in the starting, but I know one thing. If I keep on doing this for next few months, I want to do it for years. I'll be very genuine about it. But if I am able to do this for a few months and take it to few years or more years, you'll observe the change in the number of views on my videos. I'm giving you an example on me. You can take example of yourself also. But action is the main thing that brings you closer to your goals. Not motivation, it's a dedication. It's your life. You need to be happy. A goal, a process that makes you happy, that's gonna work for you. You have to keep pushing yourself. If you don't push yourself, no one else is gonna do that for you. So you need to figure it out yourself, that what works for you, what doesn't work for you. If waking up at 4 doesn't work for you, if you wake up at 6 or if you wake up at 8 but you spend the rest of the hours being dedicated to your goals or spending maximum time to your goals, that will work fine for you. And there is no shortcut to anything. I have realized. I'm just genuinely telling you, there is no shortcut to anything. You need to make decisions, plan things out, and take action for it. So, be dedicated, not just motivated. Cheers. Have a great day. Thank you.